Hey parents, Mr. Jim here, and guess what? All of Mr. Jim podcasts, yes, I'm talking kids short stories, kids animal stories, Biology Squad, bedtime stories, all of them are now available on Storybutton. Storybutton is my invention that I invented to make it easier for kids to listen to podcasts, their favorite stories, off of screens. Parents, you know how it goes of putting kids to bed, maybe having to use your phone or an iPad to listen to stories. Well, we want to put that to an end and make it easier for you all to listen to audio stories off of a screen. Storybutton is a device that connects to your internet to freely access all of the great kids podcasts available in our library. Go to storybutton.com to learn more. And when you order today, you can save $20 and get free shipping at storybutton.com. Hello, critter protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too! Let's go! On the last episode, we saw that Ben the toadbug and his new friend Leah, another toadbug, had just discovered a huge problem in their little creek. You see, there were some very big critters cutting down trees with their teeth and stacking them taller and taller and taller across the creek. It was making the water stop and even destroying our toad bugs' homes. Oh dear. And hold on a second. Do you know what kind of critters might be cutting down all those trees? What has a big furry body, teeth to cut branches? They love stacking them across the river. Yes, great job, beavers! Yeah, beavers are really good at cutting down trees, and yeah, they lay them all across the river like that. I don't think they meant to cause quite the havoc with these bugs, but it looks like Ben and Leah are gonna have to figure this out. Let's see what happens next. Ben and Leah had been watching what we know as beavers slowly block the water flowing down their little creek. I think I need to go warn the toads back home, Ben said.
Can I go with you? I've never met someone like you, and, well, I'm a little lonely,
Leah said. Of course. Come on, we can go together. Ben was very nice and was actually pretty happy to finally have some company. Leah was different than the other toads. She had antennae on her head, little raptor claws for her front feet, and a long snout for a mouth. She actually reminded Ben of himself. As the new friends hopped along the bank back towards Ben's home, they talked and shared stories about their nymph years. Do you remember what nymph means? Yes, that's when they were babies. Wow, I've never met someone with so much in common. Gosh, even the toads don't have stories about their childhood like you, Leah. There were something called tadpoles, which I don't know that much about, but I'm very glad that we've become friends. After a long bit, the two made it back to the toads, and there was some chaos already.
Ben, the water's disappearing. We've been trying to figure out what's going on, but wait, how are we gonna find food? What is happening to our home?
Trey the toad was worried and panicked. I know, Trey. I was just up the creek a bit, and I know what's happening. There are some very large furry critters building some kind of wall across the water. They're blocking the water flow with the logs.
Yeah, and they've been at it all night long,
Leah chimed in. Oh, Trey, this is Leah. I met her down by the bank. Soon the other toads were gathered around Leah and Ben. They explained the issues, and the toads all seemed very confused about how Ben and Leah actually looked alike. One of the older toads chimed in about the critters.
What we have on our hands are beavers. These beasts destroy habitats and homes. And well, a long time ago I had the same thing happen to my childhood creek. The only thing for us to do is move on.
Move on! Shouted the crowd. Where will we go and what will we do? Everyone panicked even more and started hopping around.
I don't know what to do. I was ready to go.
Leah chimed in and the crowd went silent.
Oh, wow. Everybody's looking at me. Hello, everybody. There's a little pond not far from here. It's where I grew up. I could show you where, if you want.
Leah was still a little nervous talking in front of so many toads at once. Yes, show us, please, the crowd shouted. Leah led the way, and the next day, the toads, Ben and Leah, came to a beautifully hidden oasis. This pond was full of life, full of protection, and full of toad bugs. Ben couldn't believe his eyes, and neither could the toads.
Hey, Ben, I don't think you're a toad. I think you're one of those things.
Trey was very excited to finally have a strong answer instead of making up encouragement for Ben. Trey, I think you're right. I think I am a bug. I'm not a toad. I'm a toad bug. What started as an unsettling problem with the beavers, chomping down all the trees and ruining all the river for the toads, ended up being the best thing in the world. Ben found his species, a new friend in Leah, and the toads were so thankful for Ben and Leah for finding them an even better new home. Despite their differences, they make great neighbors and friends. The end. Wow, great job. You listened all the way to the end. How awesome was that they were able to turn a really scary bad situation into a great new home. Sometimes change can feel like a big feeling, a little scary, right? Yeah, you're just not sure, is this new place that we're going is going to be safe and good? And I'm sure all those toads felt very worried about moving to a new place. But they're all now very glad that they listened to Leah. She sure did save the day. Well, friends, I hope you have a super duper day yourself. And I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!